What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RealClaysCoins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not an indication nor suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. Today, we're going to be looking at coinpriceforecast. It's a handy-dandy tool we use a little bit, and here and there. And I stayed away from it for a little while there just because with the way the market was going, there was no way that any predictions could really, hit home. But I was going through it the other day. They've updated a lot. It is an AI and machine learning powered website, so a lot of the predictions are based on algorithms and different things like that, mathematical indicators. So it takes a lot of the bias out of the picture, which is why I like to use this website. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I went through every single cryptocurrency on their website and ranked the top 10 based on what they believe the percentile gains will be in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years from now, so you guys can really look at some long-term investments and, life-changing gains thanks to coinpriceforecast's magical crystal ball, I guess. As you guys know by now, my goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. It's looking like it's going to be a challenge to get there at this point, so I really need your help. All I need you to do is hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We've been hitting a little bit of a wall here. I'm not sure what's going on with the algorithm, but you know what really helps the algorithm? When you like the video, like comments, comment down below, and especially subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification if you're already subscribed so that way you never miss an update. And I'll give you a moment to like the video and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Dope. Thank you guys so much. Alright guys, so looking over at Coin Price Forecast, this is the website we're going to be utilizing a lot today. You don't have to worry about us going through too much of the numbers right now on video just because I do all that stuff behind the scenes. So I did go through every single cryptocurrency that it has listed here. I went through all of them, and I'll just tell you guys real quick before we get into it. Their forecasting accuracy is a key metric for our customers. They're constantly improving with the continual introduction of newer data science and machine learning techniques. If you hear data science and get a bad taste in your mouth, you're probably a fan of Kenan Grace, so that's, that's a little inside joke for you guys. But self-learning technology is different than traditional programming. The system uses prediction models, a set of parameters that the computer can use to make decisions, and a learning component that allows the system to change the parameters based on experience. You guys probably can't see a lot of that stuff down here because of my face cam being in the way, but I just wanted to give you a brief introduction on what you can expect this prediction and price forecast, if you haven't seen it already, what you can expect it to generate. This is not, this is completely unbiased, almost entirely, besides the ones that are actually coding the algorithm. So, when it comes to a computer, it's like the old saying, a computer's only as smart as the person who made it. Coming in at number 10, I am so happy this cryptocurrency made the list. At first, when I was going through, I thought it was actually going to be Monero. I had no idea that Monero was still expected to give potential gains. That's why I think there might be a little bit of bias in there, because I'm assuming they're still a Monero holder from like 2018, and they're still waiting on it to double up. No, I'm just kidding. But Luna was able to beat it out. I think Monero's 1 year percentile gain expectancy was like 60 to 80%. Luna's 1 year expectancy is the lowest on this top 10 list. It's actually the only one not in triple digits, to give you an indication of how big this list is. And it's looking at a 95% increase by the end of this year with Terra Luna. We'll look over at Coin Price Forecast right now. Moving back over here, it's actually changed, and that's pretty cool. It's really updated in real time since I took down this data information last night, which is awesome. I was really, it was a little behind the scenes kind of fourth dimensional wall break there. I was waiting to see if it would actually update on my end, and in real time I couldn't really hide my reaction that yeah, it did. Terra Luna is up 78% by the end of the year is what they're looking like as of right now. This is after this big dip that we experienced yesterday. I was wondering if it would take that, the machine learning would take that into consideration so quickly, and it looks like it does it pretty near instantaneously. However, the 5-year prediction mark is still looking like 488% for Terra Luna, with the 10-year looking at about 589. You can see it goes up to about 673 and then drops down for the percentile gains. 10 years out. However, this is not too bad for the number 10 spot on our list, seeing as how we still have 9 to go. And coming in next is going to be Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is the number 9 token on our list. It's the massive gaming cryptocurrency that has fallen extensively. It's been a kind of a perfect storm for Axie Infinity in the worst way. Over the past few months, since about December, it's fallen from grace. A lot of people were speculating that it might be a little overpriced at the time anyways. It would have, priced itself out by that point. And then the metaverse and gaming cryptocurrency boom kind of subsided just for, a few months while the macroeconomic landscape has been what it has been. And then Axie had a huge exploit not too long ago. I believe it was like close to $50 million in user funds were lost. There's a big paywall aspect that I believe prevents a lot of people from jumping in. And then when you look at Axie Infinity, it's one of the only games that's currently playable with actually a huge fan base. So that has definitely helped propel it and keep its head above water. However, do I think Axie Infinity will get the parabolic gains that CoinPriceForecast thinks? No. Personally, no. But I'll show you what CoinPriceForecast thinks because it's number 9 on our list, as you'll notice, ahead of Terra Luna. And as you can see here, CoinPriceForecast, machine learning and data science is predicting that by the end of the year, Axie Infinity will increase 388%, upwards of $186 per token. Always keep these predictions with a grain of salt because this is when we're starting to get into some crazy numbers here, all right? And these are up to date as of this morning. And let's look at this 5-year here because we're looking at 1,343% by 2027, upwards of $550 in Axie. And then the 10-year is 2,152%. Upwards of $860. A year out, you're talking about almost $1,000 per Axie Infinity token, with a current price of $38.20 at the time of this recording, right around that $38 to $40 range. You can say that's an absolutely parabolic prediction or forecast. So take these with a grain of salt. Don't invest your life savings into a free forecast for cryptocurrency online. I can't stress that enough. This is one of those times where it's definitely a great moment to say do your own research, not financial advice, everything like that. But I'm very happy to see this one make it back in, and I had nothing to do with this. Kusama. Kusama, for you guys who don't know, I'm a big fan of Kusama. It's one of my favorite ecosystems. It's off the Polkadot ecosystem. It's actually considered Polkadot's wild cousin. It's used as a canary network, as like a test network for anything they're going to roll out on Polkadot. They can roll out on Kusama, do like experimental innovative things. It's really cool, and I'm a huge fan of it altogether. The total supply is finite, is a far cry away from the justice that it deserves. We're talking under 10 million, guys. Under 10 million. That's almost half the total supply of Bitcoin. Let's move into the price forecast though. And as you can see here, Coin Price Forecast is just about as bullish on Kusama as I am, because they're looking at a $771 Kusama by the end of this year. With the current price at $157, yeah, there's a reason I've been talking about this one, guys. Up 389%. 5-year, looking at $2,200 per Kusama. Now we're starting to get into like Ethereum numbers. You're jumping from around like a Solana price to an Ethereum price in 5 years, let alone in 10 up to 2032. I mean, we're literally looking at a price more expensive than what Ethereum sits at currently, with 2,149% for the gains there. This is definitely one that I would be looking at, not financial advice, to just grab one or two, and if it explodes, it explodes. It's like that video of the guy with Bitcoin when he was like, just buy a Bitcoin, it's only like $100 a pop. I mean, imagine if anyone who watched that video would have done it. And coming in next, number 6, stock most favorite cryptocurrency, Sandbox. Not really. I always like to give him shit for that, but the Sandbox, ticker symbol SAND, I can humbly say at this point, it's looking like it's going to beat out Decentraland. I was a huge pusher for Decentraland Mana. If you didn't know, I really believed that was going to win the metaverse race, and it's starting to look like, actually, it's starting to look like apecoin is going to win the metaverse race, if we're being completely honest. However, Sandbox has definitely beat out Decentraland, and you can see pushing up towards, past the $2.9 billion mark, trying to secure that $3 billion market cap undiluted, and we're going to look at the forecast and see what CoinPriceForecast thinks about it. With a current price of right around $2.50 and an estimated price of $12.36 per sandbox token, you can see why traditional investors would be bulging their eyes at these prices. We're talking about a 5-year increase of 1,346% projected, and a 10-year up to 2,150%. Technically 48 there, but we're talking about $56 to $57 for the price of a sandbox. So now we're talking about running from sandbox price to just about axie price. That's crazy. I'm going to keep using these price comparisons because these are things that have happened before, and, apparently it's looking like it might happen again. Now we're going to get into our top 5. Apparently I need to learn how to count because we're not into our top 5 yet. This is number 6. Winklink, I'm going to say winklink. Ticker symbol, WIN. I was not necessarily familiar with this cryptocurrency, but that's because it is built on Tron. I don't personally use the Tron ecosystem. This token looks like it has about 999 billion in the max supply, so I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure how much is burnt, anything like that. I have no idea about the tokenomics here, guys. All I know is that they have big things to say about this just on CoinMarketCap. The first Tron ecosystem comprehensive oracle, winklink, fully integrates the real world with the blockchain space. We'll be able to provide reliable, unpredictable, and verifiable random numbers and fully restore trust and improve user experience by tapping into data, events, and payment systems, etc. from the real world. So, it's looking like a big Web3 real-world integration built through the Tron ecosystem, and we'll check out what CoinPriceForecast has to say about it right now. CoinPriceForecast is liking the way this looks, and with a 389% by the end of the year, you'll notice that's a decently common number, that 388 or 389, and then for the 5-year, 1,349%, and the 10-year, 2,151%. I mean, the numbers don't lie there. We're talking about it knocking off a 0 by the end of this year and continuing to run. So if it can knock out a 0 by the end of this year, who knows with the tokenomics, which are completely unknown to me, what could happen next. I mean, we'll see. If you're a holder of winklink or you know anything about it, let me know in the comment section down below. Now we're actually into our top 5, now that I've remembered how to count and I'm not audibly dyslexic anymore. However, Celo, ticker symbol, Celo, it's a carbon neutral or carbon positive cryptocurrency, I believe. They're looking to be environmentally friendly. I don't really care about that. I'm not in the sense of I don't care about the environment. I don't care about the claims that any people that have billions of dollars really make, because they have enough money to change the world if they stopped on a dime right now. Let's be honest. So I know that Kickstarter is bringing their project to the blockchain, and they're going to be building it on Celo. It's one of the more successful quote-unquote Ethereum killer projects, and I think it has a lot running for it, especially when you have a lot of investor backlash because people like to look good at their charity events so they can have tax write-offs and talk about how much they love the environment when they flew there on a private jet. And when they fly there on their private jets, they want to complain to Elon Musk, who literally is building electric cars, that he shouldn't speak positively about Bitcoin because it's detrimental to the environment because of the energy cost in mining Bitcoin, when these people are harassing him about that and then taking off on their private jets and flying back home. When you have the amount of power with that social status of you better be nice to the environment, or what we think is nice to the environment right now, or else, Celo has a good chance to run up the ranks here, and any other quote-unquote Ethereum killer, the fact that it can have that title is going to give it a little bit of hype. And you have real-world projects like Kickstarter. I believe it's Kickstarter or GoFundMe, I'm pretty sure it's Kickstarter though, is moving towards it, and I think it's going to be a banger. Let's see what CoinPriceForecast thinks. Dun 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 dun. 389. I'm telling you guys, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's obviously a numbers thing, but we have the 1348 here for the 5-year forecast and the 2150 rate on the money. That's nice for the 10-year forecast. We're talking about over $60 per cello when you look at it right now at $2.78, right around that 280 mark. There's huge potential profit. By the end of the year, you're talking about $13. So if you can add $10 to the price per unit, and currently it sits below $3, that's an excellent increase in price. Number 4, bakerytoken, ticker symbol BAKE. You guys might have heard it. I think this might be the lowest ranked cryptocurrency that we're talking about at rank 306, but CoinPriceForecast thinks this thing is going to go parabolic, and I'll show you right now. 388% by the end of the year, up to $3.36 per bake, currently sitting at a price of 68 cents, almost 69 cents, mind you. Nice. And then 5 years out, we're talking about 1346, and then about that 2150 again. $15.47, 10 years out is what they're predicting for bake, with the current price of less than 70 cents. This is another one where it's not financial advice. Do your own research. This might be nice to just throw some at and, see what happens long term, you know what I mean? Because this is an NFT platform, it's a swapping platform, and it's a beast if you've used it. Coming in at number 3, wazirx, ticker symbol WRX. I'm probably mispronouncing that. All I know is I am very bullish on this cryptocurrency. I might be more bullish on this cryptocurrency than CoinPriceForecast is. This is thought to be the number 1 centralized cryptocurrency exchange in the entire country of India. If you guys didn't know, I believe India has the number 1 or number 2 largest population of any country in the world. So keep that in mind when you're talking about the amount of people that this centralized exchange could get to, and it's only on about 82,300 watch lists at the moment, ranked in the top 200, this has moonshot potential. $212 million market cap. India has like 10 times the amount of people than that market cap. I mean, let's be real. This thing could go astronomical, which is why CoinPriceForecast has broken the 389 and had given wazirx, WRX, the 390. Whenever I say WRX, I think of a Subaru, just because of like rally games and stuff like that. But currently sitting at a 555. So, let's all be thankful for a second, because that's pretty cool to pop up. Maybe that's a sign. Probably not financial advice, especially in that sense. But 390% would give you an end-of-the-year price of $2.72 per token. 5 years out, you're talking about $8.07. And 10 years out, you're looking at over $10, coming in at around $12 to $15 per pop, when you're looking at a current price at the time of this recording at 55.5 cents. This could be one of the biggest potentials on any cryptocurrency that you've seen on this channel, depending on regulations and different things like that. But that's the thing. I would treat this like a penny stock, or like, the really high risk medical stock market plays where one FDA regulation can completely shut it down and go to zero. That's what you're looking at with a cryptocurrency exchange in a foreign country. For me, I live in the United States, so betting on a cryptocurrency exchange in India, I mean, I can read as much as I want, but I'm not there. I can't get the real feeling and the natural organic sentiment of how much people like this. I mean, right now, I live in the US. Coinbase is massive, and Coinbase's stock has been plummeting lately. So just because, one thing I haven't said in a while, but I will remind you, and look right up there at that book, price and value are not correlated, so keep that in mind always. It's interesting that at number 2, talking about a bunch of cryptocurrencies that are forecasted to fly out of here, you have Dodo, the extinct flightless bird. And I was wrong. This is without question the lowest ranked cryptocurrency by CoinMarketCap, with a market cap of only $40 million and a total value locked of $152 million, which is incredibly bullish, by the way. Just throwing that out there. And a volume I've just noticed in the last 24 hours almost the entirety of the market cap. So those are just some crazy real-time bullish indicators I'm just now noticing. Just in the top 600 on 80,000 watch list, we have Dodo. Dodo is a DeFi protocol. It uses the proactive market maker algorithm rather than the automated market maker, and they say it offers better liquidity and price stability. That's their big flagship model, flagship algorithm, if you will, and they're kind of running with that. So if this picks up steam, this decentralized exchange can really provide what a lot of automated market makers haven't been able to do, then we can see Dodo run up the ranks, and CoinPriceForecast thinks so too. Another cryptocurrency that snapped that 389, 388, we have 392, currently sitting at a price of around 36 cents, as you saw, looking at a price of upwards of $2 by the end of the year. In 5 years, we're looking at over $5, and in 10 years, we're looking at over $8, a 2,160% gain in 10 years on Dodo. This is another one where, if the proactive market maker strategy is kind of a miss or doesn't take off or land as well as they thought, or maybe there's a new market maker strategy that comes out that is superior to both the automative and proactive, there's a lot of different things that can happen, very similar to the wazirx with the exchange and any type of regulations that can come out. Any of these things can send this thing to the moon or bring this thing down below into bedrock. And last but not least, most likely one of the most popular cryptocurrencies on this channel was able to make it to the #1 spot by CoinPriceForecast. As of me taking down these numbers last night, I'm hoping the #1 spot still holds up, because last night it was a pretty clear in a way pick for #1, which is AMP. As you can see, ticker symbol AMP. You guys know AMP. You guys love AMP. It's a very popular cryptocurrency. It has the 5 cents or less effect that I talk about all the time, where a cryptocurrency is on a popular centralized exchange. It costs 5 cents or less. People do not have to know anything past that, and they just yeet their money at it because they want to see this thing go to the moon. And it's looking like it did, because we have 392%. Right now we're sitting at about little less than 2.5 cents for the current price of AMP. By the end of the year, we're looking at almost 11 cents, which is a 392% increase. In 5 years, we're talking about a 32.5-cent AMP, and by the end of 2032, 10 years out, we're looking at over 50 cents per AMP with about a 2,200%. That is an extraordinary percentile gain, and I'll look at it right now. The AMP is one of the only cryptocurrencies that did not change from last night, because if you'll notice from CoinMarketCap, what we just looked at, it's actually one of the only cryptocurrencies that's in the positive over the last 24 hours. Most have been down pretty bad, so I wanted to give you guys some big forecasts. I like to throw mine out there. I wanted to bring CoinPriceForecast back into it. It's a tool that I used to use all the time on here. I haven't used it in a little while, just because it's hard to do predictions and forecasts when the market is so incredibly volatile. And I had someone say in the comment section down below in one of my last videos, and they said that it was they felt as if I was being too safe with the cryptocurrencies I was talking about, one of which was actually Kusama in that video. I just want to that completely out of nowhere, Kusama was one of the cryptocurrencies, and that made it to #8. And so I don't think that one's too safe. It's a little expensive, but it's not too safe. Anyways, it's difficult for me to bring you guys really, really small cap coins, micro cap coins, lesser known altcoins, and bring them to you in a market condition like we've been seeing, because I have a conscience. Unlike a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people on the internet, I actually feel bad when I hurt people. Because of me having the ability to feel remorse for negative actions, it gives me this feeling of, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about a bunch of cryptocurrencies with a 20 million market cap or less, because they could go damn near to zero by the end of this bear market. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Obviously, do your own research. If you lose any money because of my videos, I don't care. I'd like to say that anyways, but I probably will end up caring. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't want to talk about a lot of the really smaller caps, But now that the market's starting to turn around, and or that it's been pointed out and you guys don't really seem to care, so if you're just going full degenerate, then I'm down with it too. And we can just look at some filthy greasy caps regardless of the, I mean, Bitcoin could be down 8% on the day, and we'll look at a bunch of microcaps that are down 46% on the day. If that's what you guys want to do, I'm here for you. Either way, put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below. As you know, if you enjoyed the video, shout out to all my true supporters. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Check out the videos at the end on the end screen. There will be 2 up there. And look yourselves in the mirror. Tell yourself you're doing a good job, because if you're watching this channel, you are. Thank you guys.